Okay, so welcome to the second episode of the Electronic Department podcast. And Hakim is not here yet. He might be here soon. Ty, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, yet. But we have someone to replace him. So welcome to the podcast, Harriz.
Hello guys. I'm Harriz.
Hello,
What's
wow, so
up?
handsome. Oh, what's up? What's up? The ceiling.
Yeah, what's up the ceiling? I actually look more handsome in real life than this avatar.
Ooh. Yeah, so for the ladies watching, you guys might want to see
You
Harriz
can
in real
hit me
life.
up.
Yeah, you can
You
hit
can
him up.
follow me in LinkedIn.
Yeah. So wait, so that's the best way to pick up women now, huh? On LinkedIn.
Yeah, we pick up women with LinkedIn.
Yeah. So a particular conversation actually started before we started recording. That is, Harris wanted to know about this background of mine.
Yeah, the
So
history of the background.
so the history of this background basically is I was looking for a game engine. It's Uh, Irfan is in the game department, right? And he was using stuff
Yeah.
like Unity and everything else. He mentioned something particular called Godot, which I'm not familiar with at all. So I googled it, and one of the result returned me this.
Give you
So
this one? The cat with the
yeah,
human face?
shooting lasers out of his eyes. Yeah,
Oh, I thought you designed this one. So you just found it randomly.
yeah. I wish I thought of this though. To be honest,
But it's kind of cute though. It's a fat
that's
cat with
that's
anime face.
that's how they lure you in.
Yeah.
So, Haris,
Yeah.
so being the intern of Hakim, so and the representative of him, I think, for today, for now.
Okay.
So, one of the main reason that we invited you on today was because you developed a pretty amazing electronic project. It's called the Smart
Yeah.
Pod, right?
Yeah, correct. So I developed this project, which assigned by my supervisor, which is Hakim. Yeah. So he assigned me to do a project that require a temperature and humidity sensor. So I have to figure out what should I do with the sensor. So I choose to build a smart board. Yeah.
Ah, cool. So, Smart Pod, what does it actually do? Because right now, the thing in my head is that it's like a pod where it has some IoT stuff to it.
Yeah. It's a legal pot. It's not the illegal pot. It's
Oh,
actually
it's a
a
legal
flower
one.
pot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's a
it's a
flower
flower pot.
pot.
Guys,
Yeah,
guys,
where
guys.
where you actually put
YouTube,
flower and
you
plant.
can't demonetize this video. It's a flower pot.
Yeah, it's a flower pot. It's not another flower. It's a beautiful flower one. So it's actually just a pot, but we add IoT on it. I guess that's
Mhm.
how we can describe it. And we add a sensor and yeah, that kind of stuff. So usually some people like to put flower in their room or on their living room or in the toilet.
Mm.
So instead of just putting a normal pot, why don't we put like a smart pot which can detect the temperature and humidity of the surrounding room and also the condition of your plant. So in that way you can monitor your room and also your plant at the same time. Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm. So basically what you're trying to say is by using this smart pot, right? I don't need to
Mhm.
I need to water my plants every time. It's like it automatically waters the plant, or am I getting the concept wrongly actually?
You it's actually correct, but it doesn't water itself yet because I don't
Oh, spoiler
add
alert.
that feature yet. Yeah, that's a spoiler alert for the next version of it. So yeah, we're planning to add self-watering on it, but for now, it's just detect whether the soil is dry
Mm-hmm.
and something just like that. If it's dry, then it display a dry, and if it's wet, then it's display wet.
Ah, so wait, sorry, I just realized something. Okay, now my video is actually now it's correct. It was mirrored just now. Okay, that explains a lot. So
Okay.
back to the flower pot as well. So okay, so based on the surrounding, your sensors going to you applied a temperature and humidity sensor. So I assume it's to check the temperature of the surrounding and the humidity of the soil, right?
Yeah, so I use two sensor actually, the temperature and humidity sensor, which is DHT11, which to detect the temperature and humidity on the surrounding room,
Mm.
and the other sensor is soil moisture sensor, which is to detect the soil moisture.
Hmm. So the use of the soil moisture sensor is to detect the soil moisture. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that one. Yeah, so I actually use two sensors for it.
Okay, so if depending on the situation, if it's wet, it'll display it's wet, but if it's
Yeah.
like dry, it displays dry, right?
Yeah, correct.
So
So you can decide when to water your plant. If it says dry, then yeah, that's the correct time to water your plant instead of just guessing when or just water it like every hour, which
uh
will yeah waste your water.
so where will it display actually? The thing. Where will it
So the
the,
display will be on two device, if I can say it's device.
uh,
One is component and one is on your mobile phone, which
oh
I'm
wow.
using MIT app. Yeah. So the first one is on the LCD, which I put on the smart pod itself. So I'm using the 2 by 16 LCD. Yeah. And
You're
for
using
the
the sorry to cut you off. Are you using the normal
yeah,
LCD or using the L2C?
uh sorry,
Uh,
which LCD?
the normal LCD or the I2C, the simpler version?
Oh yeah, I'm using the I2C, the simpler one. Yeah,
Yeah.
which using only 4 pins.
We all
So
love
it's
the
easy.
I2C.
Yeah, it's very easy to use. The first time I'm using it, it's kind of a bit confusing because I never used it before. Because I'm using the normal one, which have a lot of pins. But after
Mm-hmm.
using the IC2, I find it's very easy.
Ah,
Yeah, because it only use 2 pins. I mean 4 pins. Yeah.
pop in set. Okay, so you use the LCD, sorry to cut you off just now. So you display the output on the I2C LCD, the 2 by 16, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to display
Yeah.
like
Right.
hot or wet on the dry or wet on the LCD.
Yeah, correct. It's display the dry and wet and also the temperature and humidity of the surrounding room. So the display
Ah.
will how do you say it? Change the display every 5 seconds. For the first
Mhm.
second, it will show the temperature and humidity of the room, and after the 5 second, it will show the humidity of the moisture of the soil.
Ah, that's amazing. Uh, wait, what about the second device? You said the mobile. I'm interested in that one
Yeah.
actually. You said
So
using MIT, right?
yeah, correct. So the second uh way to monitor the temperature and also the soil moisture level is using MIT app. So I developed this app using MIT App Inventor, and I
Mm-hmm.
call the app Smart Pot. And it's also display the temperature, humidity of the surrounding room, and also the soil moisture, soil moisture level. Is it dry or wet? And also
Mm-hmm.
it's connected using Bluetooth. Bluetooth module, which is HC05.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
the base of your project is the Arduino, right? Uno, I presume.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
So
using Arduino Uno.
so from your Uno, you have the Bluetooth module and it's linking to your phone by Bluetooth.
Yes, correct. It's
Mm,
connected by Bluetooth.
I see. So it will display. So what was displayed on the LCD will display on your phone as well.
Yes, correct. But
Okay,
on the
this.
phone, it will display it all of the data at the same time. There's no like changing the display like the
Uh,
LCD.
yeah, because the phone is not 2 by 16 lah. If the phone is 2 by
Yeah.
16, I
Yeah.
think I think there's no phone that's 2 by 16
Yeah, that's right. There's no phone 2 by 16. So yeah, you can
yet.
actually display everything at the same time.
Yeah, true. But actually, why? Sorry, not why, but how did you come up with this idea? What was the problem that you faced and suddenly you feel like, you know what, this smart pot will solve this issue?
So it's actually not a problem, but I believe I can call it a trend. So I see that nowadays the youngsters like to, like I said before, like to put a plan inside their room and also in the living room. It's like they like the aesthetic look,
Mm-hmm. Hipster look
and
or aesthetic?
yeah, it's
Both.
aesthetic. I think it's aesthetic and both. Yeah, I think both. And I think like why not we add a feature to the, yeah, instead of just putting a plan there just for like for a trend. Yeah. So how about we put sensor so that it instead of just sitting there doing nothing, it can give the owner like the condition of the room or something like that. Yeah. Maybe in the future, like if we can add like a feature where if it's detect the room is too hot, maybe it's connect to the AC and turn on the AC or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Okay.
just a future plan for it.
Yeah, but it's good that you're having the future plans already for that. So we can see it one day in action. Like, all right,
Yeah,
instead of connecting to the port and the phone, it's
I
gonna
hope so.
connect to the whole house.
Yeah, that's the
But
full plan of it.
you gotta pattern it fast before someone else pattern it.
Okay, but it's, yeah, I'll try my best to pattern it fast.
it, it comes to like a very interesting story actually. It, if I were to ask you, Harris, this one is slightly
Yeah.
off topic lah. But
Okay.
if I were to ask you who created the light bulb, what will your answer be?
My answer would be Thomas Edison. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Not really, right?
actually everyone presumed that Thomas Edison created a light bulb because we all learned that from history. But if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken, he just patented it. Someone else created the light bulb.
Oh, really? Oh, so he's become famous because he patented it, not because he's creating it.
There are things that he patented, but people think that he invent.
He
Eh,
invented it.
Yeah,
Oh,
because for me, he's more of a businessman, and
yeah. So he
yeah,
might take opportunity to gain
yeah,
his name.
yeah. That's why I tell you to patent it fast before someone else patent it. I mean, to the
Yeah.
viewers watching, yeah, don't steal this idea.
Yeah. You can steal it, but it will not be easy, though. And of course, it will not be the same thing. It will be like slightly different, maybe.
Yeah, trust
Okay.
me. I've seen his smart pot. Is he didn't put it in a pot, so
Yeah.
you can simulate it 100% because the original is
Yeah.
not in a pot.
I put in container.
Yeah, what kind of
Plastic
container and
container.
everything is going to be a secret.
Yeah. But in the end, it looks beautiful. It look really good.
Yeah, I was
Even I
surprised
did it.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah, even I surprised myself. I just pick a random container and then spray it and it's look good.
This cool actually. Talking about your supervisor,
Yeah. Is he coming?
he's yeah, he's
He's knocking on the door.
yeah, he's knocking on the door. And here he is.
Hello, my
Hello.
beloved supervisor.
Uh,
Is my mic okay?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
your mic
working.
is okay.
Okay. I'm using a broken headset. My
Uh,
old
Oh,
headset.
looking good
I
as
left my
always.
headset at work.
so my beautiful and handsome viewers, like so this is the supervisor of Harriz. You might
Yes.
remember him. Of course, you remember him, I think. I like how behind him is about SQL.
Last minute background.
Hey, it's still better than my
You
background.
know, funny thing when I wanted to join, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to connect my camera and stuff. I actually pressed the shutdown button on my computer.
Harris, I think the next time you need to create another project so that something like this wouldn't happen. Maybe like one button, everything for streaming setup.
Yes, correct. I need that.
Yeah. I think there's like how did I call it? A studio board, I guess. Where's there a lot of button and you can add a feature to it. I'm
The
not
one you
sure
have to
what's the
pay,
name.
right? It's like an iPad, no?
Yeah, it's
Is it
like the
not?
soundboard, but it's not a soundboard. The soundboard is for sound.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name.
It's like one board that has
Streamer use
everything.
it a lot. Yeah, streamer use it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name.
Let's
I
see.
I, I always thought that they use like
Ideko can
one.
sponsor that one.
I
Are
always
you
thought that
eating,
they have
Hakim?
What? No.
No, you look like
Talking
you're
about
eating.
no. Talking about eating. What's eating?
What's
Funny.
eating?
Understand what you guys talking about. Come on, guys. Let's continue with this podcast.
like I can see sushi. I like how this podcast is being quality from minute one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hakim, your beloved intern actually finish explain about his project, the smart
My
pot,
God,
and I must
yeah.
say that it was really interesting. Also, his future plans for it as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also Hakim has his own future plan for it, right? The
Come
one
on,
with
bro.
the agriculture and everything.
I mean, it could be implemented in the real life agriculture, and it could earn
Yeah.
millions actually. It,
I
uh,
have future plans for everything.
Yeah.
That's my style.
nice.
Everything you do, it has to be for the future. You know?
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's useless.
Yeah,
it's
that's
true.
correct.
Yes.
So to the
Everything you do.
girls, you can hit up on Hakim in LinkedIn.
Okay,
I give you a motivational.
for those of you who are interested in Harris's smart pot, I'll leave the link, his LinkedIn article in the description. And this
Yes.
is for sure. Please only look at his article. I think Harris, you might get some connections on LinkedIn soon.
Yeah. And if you need any question or you have any question, you can just hit me up. I mean, message
We're
me
going to
in the
we're going to create
LinkedIn.
bot accounts and follow our with bot accounts.
Shh, don't
I'm gonna
don't
buy a
don't expose our
connection
plan.
Hakim 1, Hakim 2, Hakim 3. Fidaus 1, Fidaus 2, Fidaus 3 wants to connect.
and all the same
Yeah,
profile picture.
no,
And then I
all
just
no
put that
profile
like
picture.
university, like crazy university like Columbia, Asia Columbia, something like that.
MIT.
Oxford, Oxford graduate,
Oh,
8
someone from
degrees,
Oxford without any profile picture.
8 degrees.
Does look really fake.
Oh my god. Okay, actually, an interesting question for you actually. What gave you the inspiration to assign Harris this project?
Me?
Yeah.
Mm, I okay, it's like based more to like okay, since our for the internship, right, we changed before this was portfolio
Mm-hmm.
and we switched to business plan.
Mm-hmm.
So before, remember we did something we call business proposal, right?
Yeah.
Just check the money intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's why I said like based on like when I always implementing this business stuff, right? So then when I give the project, it's just based on sensors. It's nothing crazy. I just say based on this sensor you want to create a project. But
Mm-hmm.
because I'm implementing this business proposal, I'm implementing all this business money intelligence stuff. That's basically that's where it comes from. So it's more credit on Harriz lah basically. I
See.
just set up like you could say like set up the pathway.
Mm.
I want like this, like this, like this. Use this one, this one, this one. The
So
creativity freedom is on him.
you
Yeah,
So
but
became
the
the trigger
pathway
for
is
him
really
lah.
good.
yeah, all of those ideas
Mm.
mostly was him. I just set up the criterias. Although this way doesn't work on everybody. On Harris, I see his skills. I evaluate him through that, and from that I ask him questions like, so what are you going to do? What is this? What's this? What kind of product is this? How are you going to use this? Why would I use this? And all these stuff lah. So from there is the birth of SmartBot, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
So
when doing this stuff, like doing the documentation, the most important things that I told Harris to do is the facing problems because in the future, people might not reference just to do the smart, but people want to reference like how does he come to face these problems because doing any project you will face similar problems.
yeah.
Why does this component not work? How do you find the solution? Find different component,
Yeah.
coding something, how?
Yeah, that's
So
very
yeah,
true.
That's true. Because it's like that's when we're university students as well. Why we search all these firms, everything, because we're developing something but we face an error.
Yeah. You cannot
this
escape from
one's
the error.
really hard, to accept in the early because like even though you're a university student, I mean like depends on the student also lah, but some students because they're so uh they normalize themselves during school, we always uh this term kena suap always been given to us, the teacher gives to
Mm.
us. Okay, we have to. Okay, we have these exams. Okay, do this question. Do this topic because this topic is the one that always come out. This one always come out. This one always come out. So like you have to do this one, this one, this one. We've always been fed. So when you go in real life, when you go to or even universities, mostly you have to be finding. Even if you want to be fed, you have to be asked to be fed. You have to go to the lecturer. You have to ask like what this material, how refer seniors or the senior project, how did they do all this, right? So like,
Yeah.
yeah, do you when you grow up, this is what you have to learn. You have to accept and have to adapt. Those who don't, they will fail. They
Yeah,
won't get
that's
through.
true.
Wow.
Mhm. Yep, that is true. One thing that people, I'm not saying people as in I'm not excluding myself, it's including myself as well. That we find it hard to accept is that when we fail, when we have problem, because it, we picture everything like when we do something we want it to be perfect, which is good. We need it to be, we want to do the best, but we need to face the fact that we will run into failure and mistakes. And that's fine because if you don't face any of them, how are you going to succeed in the future? One example I really like to give is imagine we always succeed in what we do. If we always pass everything with perfect colors, okay? Like, okay, this one, 100%, 100%, 100%. Coding first time, all work. Then the moment we actually find a mistake, it's not the it's not only about the problem of finding the solution, because that we will face two problems. One is finding the solution, how do we find, because we never faced this thing before. The second thing is a struck to our ego. Like, oh no, I faced an error for the first time in like 4 years. What do I do? Am I really this good? Am I, and you start to question yourself a lot.
You get
So
humble.
yeah, you get humble.
Yeah.
But you need to get humble as well. There are occasions that you need to be egoistic, but there are times that you need to be humble.
That's true. Facing problems, you get better by solving problems when you experience a lot of these problems.
Mm.
It's hard when you do stuff like you always, oh, I never got this before. I don't know. It's just that's how usually people will say if they never face this problem. Even me or anyone who's experienced lah, it's like, oh,
Mm.
I never faced this problem, so they don't. Yeah, you
Yeah.
only understand how to fix the problem usually. Like 90%, I would say 90%. You only know how to fix the problem, fix the problem if you face the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe you can say how to avoid the problem, but to fix the problem is a different situation.
Yep.
To avoid facing this error, you have to do this. But if you actually face the problem, how do you fix it? That's where you feel you get stuck there.
Yeah. That is true.
Then people listen to this, they'll say like, "Oh, we have to face problems. We have to do wrong."
No, it's not you have to do wrong. It's that you have to
Joking.
be prepared for the unexpected.
Yeah.
Always aim for
Prepare
the
for the
best,
failure.
but you still need to prepare for the failure. Not prepare as in I fail. Okay, you need to be in the mindset that okay, I fail. Why? How do I avoid this? That's the important thing. And one thing that is hard is thinking at first like, why did we fail? That's the most difficult question and answer, because we don't want to face that sometimes. The fact of asking ourselves why did we fail is something that most of us do not want to ask ourselves, because it hurts a lot. But if you don't ask yourself that, you will never go.
Through that.
Okay, so actually, Harris, about your smart pot as well. One thing that
Yeah.
I see great potential is on the agriculture as well, actually, because it can help people. How many times have you seen two kinds of things? Okay, underwater and overwater. Actually, it's not the correct term lah, but you get what I mean. Then water the plants enough and overwater them, because overwatering them can kill them as well.
Yeah. That's right.
And some of us we are not good with plants. Like for me, for example, I just bought a flower for fun to decorate my messy desk,
Yeah.
right? I would just say, put water, it will be good. If I keep on watering it every time, it's gonna die eventually.
Eventually drown itself.
Yeah. So by having that kind of smart pot, I can monitor as well. Like, okay, it's too wet. It's too dry. When do I water? When do I stop? And Zoom, all right, we got it. We have 10 minutes left. Right. But yeah, it can really help in agriculture. It can help save the plants.
I have a good
Yeah.
idea on that.
Yeah.
So like if you let's say like we already implement this smart board actually, right? So people who they want to try to take care of plants, but they don't have that much knowledge, like we can have like a database, like an app that's already have full of this data. Like, okay, for this plant, this, just pick which plant basically. Oh, it's a cactus. Boom, just press the cactus settings. Boom, easy. Oh, is this plant? It's aloe vera. Just press the aloe vera settings, and okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is the optimal temperature. This is the optimal humidity. This is everything in this. So you'll make sure it's optimal. Basically, the whole time is active.
Yeah.
So yeah, could be foolproof basically.
So preset, right? Preset each plants directly.
Yeah,
Yeah. So basically it creates like a lot of libraries contain different type of plants,
Mm-hmm.
and you just click on it, and then it will set all the settings which is suitable with the plants. Yeah, it's the
Mm.
idea is cool.
Yeah, and I don't think I think it's easy. If especially if something that we already have done, we can just
Yeah.
get based on data feedback. Or like this what happened.
Yeah.
Or
I
even
think
just from
it's
people who
easy.
have knowledge even. Easy.
The
Yeah.
only hard part is to add a lot of type of flower and plants.
I
Because like
mean,
there's
it's hard.
thousands type, yeah.
It's tedious at first, but once you're done, it's going to have a good payoff.
I
Yeah.
think most even though there's a lot of types, but I feel like most plants they have this general
Categories, right?
yes, they have general I don't think it will be that huge.
Yeah. Also think like that.
And plus you know what you go for? You just go for the common plants. You don't go for why do you want to go for the particular exotic you could say, I don't know, like rare
Yeah.
plants, you know, that people take. Usually like the normal ones that people take care in small pots if you're going for the small size. If you're going to industrial side then that will be different. You go for plants that usually people do in interest like in big agriculture. Um, you know. So like if it's individual, just do like individual plants. Like people usually want if it's small aloe vera usually I hear because people
Yeah.
like they do grow their own aloe vera, you know,
Yeah.
fish stuff. I don't know. Cactus because they say they think it's easy and then they forgot the water
Yeah.
and then the cactus still died.
Seaweed.
Can't even take care of cactus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seaweed.
So yeah. Maybe even what else? What
Seaweed.
flowers? I guess
Serai.
Seaweed.
people serai. Serious.
Seaweed lah, not serai.
How do you
Maybe
put
the
serai in
mothers.
a? How do you put
Yeah, it's
serai
possible.
in a
My
small pot?
mom
No.
do it once.
Really?
Yeah, but
You
not
know,
in a
you
small
know when
pot.
you
It's
say
like a big
serai because
pot.
I went to the jungle to take out the serai. It's really big. Camera on my back to get flower and everything.
Oh, really?
I'm
Hakim.
thinking like, oh my god, this guy's crazy.
Hakim. I said seaweed, not serai.
No, you know, Harriz said serai.
Oh, how is
Yeah, I
it
said
Seaweed.
right?
Serai just now.
Well, how do you take care of seaweed actually?
Is it
Good
sewage supposed to be
question.
underwater?
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So
I mean,
can
I
we
guess
put it
so.
on a plant pot?
And you know why seaweed is supposed to be underwater? Because it's not
Because
Because
it's
it
landweed,
sea.
that's
fits.
why.
Oh,
Bruh.
yeah.
So yeah, that's a library of stuff inside them. Easy. Full. We
Yeah.
can make it foolproof basically. Oh, you
Yeah.
don't know how to take care of plants? Boom. Just don't need.
Yeah,
Don't need a brain.
actually,
Just press on the buttons.
it can help, like instead of like it can help it can help beginners to actually start taking care of plants because some people I presume they want to start taking like having the aesthetics of the plants and everything, right? But
Yeah.
they might be scared to take care of it, like what do I do, everything. And finding a tutorial for that is going to be pretty tedious. So if everything's at
Yeah, and
the
the
finger,
alternative is buying fake plants.
Yeah.
The
yeah, but
disgrace.
yeah,
Yeah.
fake plants don't die on you. That's the thing.
Yeah. Even my smart pot using fake plants.
Oh, shh, that's a secret, guys.
Oh shit.
So how
So
much?
eh?
No, you can continue. It's okay. My bad.
It's okay, it's okay. Your question actually is pretty intriguing. You said how much, right? Yeah, I was thinking
No, I
how
was just
much
thinking
would someone
how much time, how much time
We have left.
would it take to
Oh, will it take two?
take to um
he has no
Firas,
idea
can
what's
you
going to
continue
say,
my
right?
question? No, really. What
How
time
much
will
time
it
did it
take?
take for you to develop that smart pot actually? From the time that I
Okay.
can give you to
Yeah,
the
you want me
time
to
that
give the time or Harris give the time?
any of you.
Harris first lah. Let's see if you remember.
You mean that my smart pot?
Yeah,
How long do
from
I take
start
to
to
build it?
finish. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you guys just say
so
while I sleep. See my avatar sleeping.
Is this without
so
or with documentation, by the way?
Uh, I, with documentation. Documentation is
Oh, with
important.
nah, with documentation. Go Harris. How long?
yeah. So
should
it
know, you
takes
should
me
create.
around like 1 week. So Hakim
That's
give me like
1 week?
2
I thought
weeks.
it's 2.
Yeah,
No, I give you
the
3.
deadline is oh
I give you
yeah,
3. The other
the
way
deadline
around.
is
You
3 weeks,
forgot.
and I asked for 2 weeks, but he's so kind. He give me 3 weeks, and I complete it in around 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks plus. Yeah, something like that.
cool. If you can achieve that in 2 weeks, then I really hope that you will do more about that, because this is a good IP. This
Yeah,
is a really good IP. So build upon it, pattern it if possible. And
yeah.
if you can release the product itself, you can at least release the app, the MIT app to the Play Store or something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can add a feature like the library just now, and
Yeah,
yeah, we can put it inside the Play Store.
yeah.
I have
You
this
can ask
idea
your
where for like
Automatic.
the interns, they have projects, right? Their own project. For me, just like me, I have my smart board,
Mm-hmm.
but for let's say the next intern, that's who's gonna replace me.
Mm-hmm.
He
Replace you.
will, yeah. So I say he will or she will maybe upgrade my project.
Sure.
innovate lah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
something. Yeah, innovative. And after that, another intern
Yeah.
also upgraded until it's
After this, when you
become
come back, your
perfect. Yeah.
smartphone become AI.
Yeah. And I'll
It'll
be the
automatically detect
inventor.
what plant you raise.
Yeah.
You have a camera.
It will have camera and detects the plan automatically.
Could be.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea
Yeah, it sounds
to
like a good idea so
I would
I
far,
say.
have all good ideas. Don't worry.
but poor execution.
What do you mean poor execution? I have good execution.
Yeah, you have Harriz to execute.
I just don't have the time.
Mm.
Too much, too much on my hands. You know.
Yeah, I can see your hands are full of food.
Full of sushi.
So you're
Yeah,
not sharing
definitely.
with us.
Oh, here, definitely. You want?
We can't eat. We are not real human beings.
You
Yeah.
know. Here you go. Oh, you're not him. Oh,
I like how Zoom's time is gonna end, and it ends on Hakim doing that. Mm. So
It's gonna be
okay,
the thumbnail.
yeah, yeah, true actually. So,
it's gonna be the thumbnail, but when they join, there's no me in the middle.
so I'm not sure how much time we have left, but Harris, thank you for joining us on our podcast.
All right. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah,
I hope I
thank you.
can join again in another time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one day, one more day, and thank you everyone for watching. So, bye bye,
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Jenny.